Hello students, our chapter number 1, that is economic and introduction. In the previous lecture we have completed with the representations of the data in the three types of ways. You can be able to do in any of the three ways. Now today we will continue with the importance of the statistical informations. In that also students, there are total 4 points. The first one in that is the statistical information supports or confirms a principle. As in this, to observe the human behavior and scientific tools and the theories, to test such validities of human behavior and scientific tools in economics, the theories in real life at different times and places. Information from such real life activities at such different times and places is necessary. Now students, that information regarding such will be collected and presented in the quantitative terms, not the qualitative ones. Here will require the quantitative terms with the help of the statistical tools. For example, as statistical data on the rainfall we can take, or an agriculture production in a particular region at one time or at a different times, helps to understand the reasons or causes behind it. That when we say that is the effect relation between the rainfall and the agriculture demand, can help us to confirm the theoretical relationships established by the economics between the two. That between the two means the rainfall and the agricultural production. So with the help of statistical information, statistical data, that we can able to confirm a particular principles because of such information. If we take another example, that is the data on a price of a commodity, that is the price of a particular commodity and its demand, can help us to confirm the theoretical relation between the economics between these two, that is the particular price of a particular commodity and its demand, as we have shown in the representation of the data this specially regarding the price and the demand. So we can, it is helpful to us to find out the proper principle. Now students, the second point, it's that gives an idea about the changing trend of the economic parameters. As we can get the direction regarding the magnitude of the change in the certain parameters. We can take the examples of the sales revenue of a particular firm or the industry is changing, or we can say there is a trend of the change in trend of the employment in the nation, trend of the production in different sectors. It is quite different how many productions are taking place. For instance, we can also say that the share of agriculture is falling in the national income, or the supply of money is rising in the economy. So with the help of such ideas, that is the changing in trends, we can take the appropriate decisions to increase the benefits, and that will lead to the gain in the national income. It will help to increase our economy. With such changing trends of the economic parameters, and that ideas are very useful. Third point, to make the comparative study, that is the comparative study between the, as we have to find out the growth rate of a particular, that is of our country, Indian national income. We can take any of the year 1961 to 2011. So we can compare such data, that is the macroeconomic parameters like per capita income matlab per head income students, inflation, that is a general rise in the prices. It's like with those of the other countries we can also compare, like USA, UK, China, etc. So the comparative study becomes easy over here. Now the fourth point, to make the precise presentation of the facts. Here the data presented must be clear and with the help of statistical data and the graph that we have already shown yesterday in our previous lecture the three main representations, so it can give the better understanding and clear concepts, whether graph showing about the inflation regarding the agricultural production, whether it is a regional disparities in the incomes, etc., that can give the clear picture of the rise in the trends as compared to the description in the words. So if it is shown in the picture or in the graph, you can get a better understanding rather than it is written in the description method. That is our first method in the representation. So it can be get easily understood with such graphs and datas. So the make precise presentation of the facts is also important. Now another topic, that is some requisite aspects in collecting the statistical information and presenting it in the diagram, graph and the chart. Now such information is represented in the diagram, charts or the graph, but these are going to be helpful in explaining, that is, principles, trends and the relationships in a simple manner. So it can be presented and it can be clear to you. But the main problem over here, while constructing such diagrams, graphs or chart, there must be this point included, which I have written over here, that this point should be taken into considerations while constructing such diagrams, graphs and chart. In that, the first point is the sources of the information and the data. That data collected must be universally acceptable, students. It should be accurate, then only it should be calculated, otherwise this not going to be calculated. To obtain such information regarding the growth and the development parameters in India, regarding the India, then Economic Survey of India and the data should be provided by the Central Statistical Organization if we talk about the India. But if to obtain the comparative data for such parameters in the different countries, then the World Development Report is considered as a reliable and it must be the universally acceptable source. But such information, the information should be collected according to the basis of the survey taken and done, and that should be also very precise. The data, the parameters should be reliable and then only it is going to be universally acceptable. The second point is the clarity regarding the dependent and independent variables. Now in this, causes is the independent variable and the effect will be termed as a dependent variable, as its values are dependent on the values of the independent variable only. If we take in this thing in such a relationship, data pertaining to the independent variable we can take as a x-axis, and the data that is a dependent variable we can take as a y-axis. Now if we are examining any of the data, that is a relationship between the rainfall and agriculture production only will take over here, then rainfall will take as an independent variable, that is on x-axis, and the agriculture production is the dependent variable, therefore will take on the y-axis. As if we examine the production over the different time period, the time periods are represented, that particular time will represent on the x-axis and the production taking place from it, that will considered on the y-axis. As we can say that in the economics, in the law of demand, however the price which is an independent variables is dependent on the y-axis and the demand which is dependent variable is represented on the x-axis. So causes and effect relationships taking place between these two variables. So clarity regarding dependent and independent variable must be understand properly. Now selecting the appropriate scales. Now this one is the major and main important point, students. If you want a proper systematic graph, then the scale represent should be proper, that actual data can be found out easily. So the scale representation must be 1 centimeter, that is the 10,000 units you can write, or 1 centimeter you can take 5 years and so on. So such scales are taken on the both the axes, that is the on the x and the y. So it should be proper for, so selection of the proper appropriate scale, that is the major thing in preparing the graphs and charts. So over here these 3 points are important in the requisites except aspects in collecting the statistical information and presenting it in a diagram, graph and charts. So after that, students, there are bar diagram, pie diagram and group bar diagram is there. I hope this will continue when we are going to conduct the our lectures in the schools. So right now I am finishing over here. If you have any doubts, you can able to ask. Okay, thank you.